Paulienne Lombard.
Good evening, City Council members and Mayor. In September of 2008, Clay Bock, who is currently running as a candidate for City Council, and I were sent on a special mission by the Church of Scientology. And I wanted to briefly talk about that tonight. The Church of Scientology has a special department which follows the writings of the founder, Ron Hubbard, stating that a perceived enemy of Scientology needs to be attacked and destroyed. We were sent on a mission to go to see one of these perceived enemies. A perceived enemy in terms of Scientology is someone who thinks unfavorably about Scientology. We were sent on a mission to harass this individual, and we were told to go and stand in front of his home with a sign saying that this was a terrorist. I was truly thinking that day that I was doing a good thing because I believed everything my church told me. Little did I know I was being lied to. A week or so later, Clay and I are sent out again by the Church of Scientology, this time to go and speak to a neighbor of the perceived enemy. And we are supposed to find out, where does this perceived enemy work? The reason is Scientology wants to know this so that they can start a smear campaign about this individual. And yeah, it's hard to believe. And the aim is, the ultimate aim is to get this person fired from their job. They want to intimidate this individual into silence. Yeah, let me just see where I am. Scientology has a very strong hold on its members. It's kind of scary, actually. When I was doing this action, I was fully convinced I was doing something right, but I was being lied to, as I said before. And I was really thinking I was fighting terrorism that day. The individual Scientologist is not necessarily a bad person, but it is a person who is very misguided and being lied to, and is not allowed by the church to find out the truth. And so it sounds pretty unreal if you're not a member, if you've never been a member maybe, but unfortunately it is true what I'm saying. I have proof of it too, if anybody wants to know. So a loyal member becomes kind of like a puppet in the hands of an evil puppeteer. For a city council member to be as well a loyal member of the Church of Scientology can lead to a conflict of interest, whereby the Church of Scientology will win in the case of a conflict of interest over the benefit of the community at large. It wouldn't be the first time in history that the Church of Scientology is using its connections in government to infiltrate. In the late 70s, I see you're watching and you're surprised, but in the late 70s, 11 top executives of the Church of Scientology were put in jail for infiltrating government and for stealing government documentation and also for breaking into government offices. And this is known as Operation Snow White, if anybody cares to research that a bit further. I'd really like to say this because I think the citizens of District 3 should have the full picture. Thank you. I have a last sentence. Yeah, Scientology is still harassing its perceived enemies, and it will do so until it no longer exists. And it will use any means it sees fit to continue to do so. Thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate it.
John Wall. John Wells.